Hey guys, welcome to Pages with Sidra. Today we are going to start chapter 566 of I Have 90 Billion Licking Gold Coins. If you haven't watched the previous chapters, make sure to check them out on my channel. Now, without any delay, let's dive into the chapter. Chen Yuan was completely shocked. This level of strength, it had improved so much since she was a child. It had only been a few months, and just through eating and growth, this beast had reached such a terrifying level. It really seemed that whether it was humans or animals, they needed to be cultivated from a young age. If one's talents were strengthened early on, the future would be limitless. But if the foundation wasn't solid in childhood, then even with great effort, their growth would be limited. Innate potential. Clearly, it was extremely important. What kind of tiger is this? How can it grow this huge? It's terrifying. Looks like a Siberian tiger? No way that's a Siberian tiger. I've seen the biggest ones before, and none are this massive. Plus, Siberian tigers don't have snow-white fur. This must be the legendary white tiger. The crowd erupted in murmurs, pointing and whispering among themselves. Seeing Chen Yuan ride calmly on the tiger's back while the giant beast remained utterly docile made everyone breathe a little easier. It truly didn't bite. Only then did their fear start to subside. But someone else reacted very differently. When Tina Morgan saw the massive white tiger, her entire body froze. Even her soul trembled. This is a legendary spirit beast? And by the looks of it, it's already at the 5th tier. Its strength isn't much weaker than mine. How is this possible? I thought spirit beasts had gone extinct a long time ago. No wonder he's a tier 10 powerhouse. Even his pet is a freaking spirit beast. Insane. Tina Morgan, affection plus 10. Current affection, 60. Watching Chen Yuan's majestic figure riding atop the 5th-tier spirit beast, Tina's admiration grew even deeper. She couldn't help but feel a strong sense of worship rise within her. Brother Chen Yuan, I want to ride the big tiger too. Please let me try. Lin Zhilu came bouncing over cheerfully. She wasn't afraid at all. After all, ignorance is bliss. Come on up, Chen Yuan said, reaching out and lifting her onto the tiger's back. Roar! The big tiger growled, sounding slightly displeased. I'll give you 2 facts later. Run for now. Oh whoa. At the mention of 2, the white tiger immediately perked up and began dashing forward, its mouth nearly watering with excitement. It needed a hole per day just to stay full. An appetite like this, normal people definitely couldn't afford to raise it. Good thing Chen Yuan was filthy rich. So fast. Wah! It's so fast. Aya! Lin Zhilu squealed with excitement. Other girls watched with envy. Unfortunately, none of them were as bold as her. Even knowing the tiger didn't bite, few would actually dare climb onto its back. Everyone, please come inside, said Amy, the housekeeper. There are refreshments and drinks in the lounge. The banquet will begin in about an hour. This time, there were many guests. Aside from girls like Xiao Ruyu, Zhao Yuqi, Qian Mingming, Qin Bingxue, Yuling Shuang, Qin Qian, Lin Zhilu, Wang Mingming, Chu Yumo, Su Lele, Gao Xianin, Della Hathaway. There were also guys like Lu Zhe, Zhang Haoyan, Bai Qilin, Xiao Ruhan, and other second-generation elites from Han City. Executives from Feiduan Capital, Big Cat TV, the Film and Entertainment Group, CY Tech, Mingming Mall, and Han City Pharmaceutical Group were also present. And, strangely enough, there were even guests claiming to be Chen Yuan's old classmates, from university, high school, middle school, even elementary school. One guy even claimed to be Chen Yuan's kindergarten classmate, and brought a faded old group photo as proof. Absolutely wild. There were also countless distant relatives popping up, like the second cousin of his eldest aunt's niece's stepbrother's nephew's cousin. Even Chen Yuan was confused. When did I make so many friends? I love you, brother Chen Yuan. I really, really love you. When you're not around, I miss you every single day. Lin Zhilu clung tightly to him as they rode the tiger together. Being in his arms while the tiger sprinted forward made her feel so incredibly happy. Chen Yuan's embrace, warm, solid, and secure, was the best place in the world. He was her one and only brother Chen Yuan. And despite all the onlookers, Chen Yuan didn't push her away or hide their closeness. Even with other rivals present, he openly showed how much he cared about her. At his current level of fame and power, this kind of gesture would definitely stir up gossip. But Chen Yuan didn't hesitate at all. If you still like me, brother Chen Yuan, I'd give up everything for you. Lin Zhilu, affection +1. Current affection, 100. Ding. Lick target Lin Zhilu has reached full affection. Ding. Full affection target achieved. Reward. All attributes +10. Bonus. 50 enhancement points. Name. Chen Yuan. Age. 22. Height. 185 centimeters. Weight. 82 kilograms. Strength. 410. Constitution. 510. Spirit. 410. Agility. 410. Average human score. 10. Status. Absolutely OP. Remaining lifespan. 180 years. Fire resistance. 60. At 100 plus. Immune to fire damage and gains fire manipulation. Remaining enhancement points. 135. That was unexpected. He never thought Lin Zhilu would reach full affection at this moment. She had been stuck at 99 for a long time. And with Chen Yuan being so busy lately, he hadn't even had time to properly accompany her. Yet, just now, a tiny action pushed her over the edge. Maybe he didn't realize it. But to Lin Zhilu, that small gesture was something incredibly special. Something no one else had. Even if Chen Yuan hadn't spent much time with her recently, the shares he gifted her in Feituan Capital had grown to an astronomical value. Few people knew that this 18-year-old lowly girl was now worth almost 2 trillion yuan. All because she owned 10% of Feituan Capital. And what moved her even more was what Sister Yu once said. Feituan didn't grow overnight. It went through several funding rounds. Chen Yuan kept investing again and again. Yet despite all the dilution, her 10% stake had never once been reduced. It was basically a gift. Damn, this estate is huge. Bigger than our whole neighborhood. I can't believe this place. Private jets, a cinema, golf course, botanical garden, lake, vineyard, zoo, basketball court, too many facilities to name. My own house feels like a hut now. Man, I used to think my 300 square meter villa was dope. Compared to this place? Might as well be a doghouse. Yanji really is built different. When someone is as rich as Yanji, all you can feel is awe. No jealousy. Because jealousy requires the belief that you could achieve the same thing. But this level was beyond what they could even dream of. It's like you don't get jealous of Bill Gates for being the richest man in the world. The banquet began. Chen Yuan greeted old classmates and shared nostalgic stories about their younger days. They were still young, yet already reminiscing about the past and facing an uncertain future. Their reality was harsh. While Chen Yuan lived in a multi-million square meter estate, they couldn't even afford a modest home. They'd need their parents' life savings just for the down payment. Spend 30 years paying it off. Then save 200,000 yuan for a dowry, only to marry someone they might not even love. This was the life of an average person. That run under the sunset in youth would never return. Chen Yuan could feel it clearly. He no longer fit in with his former classmates. They were too respectful, overly polite, sometimes even trying to flatter him. Some came directly asking for jobs, with high salaries and senior positions no less, acting as if he owed them something. But he barely even knew them. The ones truly close to Chen Yuan. They were all doing great. Yinji, let me offer you a drink. I'm Zhang San from the Han City 2nd Gen Group. My family's prosperity is all thanks to your support. You're too kind, brother. Me too, Yinji. Zhang Haoyan stepped up with a toast. Lu Zhou also raised his glass. Chen, I know my limits. Without your help, I'd be just another struggling worker. I wouldn't even get a second glance from girls. You changed my life. I won't say thank you, but I'll never forget it. Chen Yuan clinked his glass. Same here, man. Back when I was struggling, you helped me too. One glass after another. Chen Yuan became the target of a drinking battle. One man versus 200 plus people. And he held his own. Some toasted him alone, others in groups. The alcohol flowed freely. Meng, get more people to toast Chen Yuan. Tonight, we're getting him drunk. Zhao Yuqi whispered. Yuqi you're not thinking of. That's right. I've been too focused on work lately, and now there are so many amazing girls around him. If I don't step up, I might really lose him. Okay, I'll help. Meng nodded, though her eyes dimmed slightly. The toasts didn't stop. After 2 hours, Chen Yuan had already downed over 50 glasses of Feitian Mao Dai, enough to knock out an average person after 2 shots. Yet he only felt slightly tipsy. Probably could handle 5 more bottles. You guys go on. I need to hit the restroom, he said, swaying a little. Qin Yuanji, are you okay? Zhao Yuqi came up quickly, holding his arm. Yeah, feeling a bit dizzy, he admitted. Come rest in the room. I'll make you some hangover tea. Okay. As the night wore on, thunder boomed and rain poured down. Suddenly, Qin Yuan was nowhere to be found. Calls went unanswered. Did something happen to him? He drank so much. I'm really worried. Lin Zhilu panicked. He's strong. I'm sure he's fine, housekeeper Amy assured her. Everyone, it's late. Let me arrange your rooms for the night. I think I saw Zhao Yuqi taking him away, someone muttered. Zhao Yuqi? What is she up to? Lin Zhilu stomped her foot in frustration. She was planning to pick him up while he was drunk, but someone else beat her to it. Girls these days, all so bold. Xiao Ruiyu, Qin Bingxue, Gao Xianin, Chu Yumo, Su Lele, and others frowned deeply. At midnight, the guests all left. The estate returned to calm. But at that exact moment, 12 p.m. noon in the U.S., a shocking news story exploded across the internet. From KL Biotech, a U.S. bioengineering company, the world went crazy. According to the New York Times, KL Biotech had successfully developed a new serum, the SS Super Soldier Serum. After injection, it rewrote human genes, unlocking superhuman strength and extending life beyond 200 years. U.S. military personnel could now volunteer for injection, becoming enhanced super soldiers. KL stated the serum had minimal side effects, with a 99% success rate. This would be the greatest invention of the 21st century. Humanity was about to evolve to a whole new level. And then, they posted a video. No special effects. Just raw footage of a super soldier in action. The results? Mind-blowing. The internet exploded in pure fanaticism. That's it for today's chapter recap. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest manga, manhwa, and manhwa recaps. Got thoughts on today's chapter? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on the story. Also, if you know other fans who were reading this manhwa but stopped because it got axed, share this video with them. The more support we get, the more motivation we'll have to keep making these videos. See you in the next one. Until then, keep turning the pages.